Manifestation is meant to be easy and delicious and playful and soul expanding and effortless and fun. And it is so easy to overcomplicate it all by trying to control it, by trying to fast track it, by trying to push harder in order to make things happen. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you the key to effortless manifestation so that you let go of all the overdoing and you relax into the ease of it all. And before we dive into the 3 big keys to effortless manifestation, I first want to bring you the foundation. I want to bring you 3 important reminders that will be blowing so much lightness into your manifestations already. So the first reminder is that there is no amount of efforting or will that will ever do more for you or your manifestations than your internal state. In other words, your internal state is your power, your magic, and your efforting and will is your force. So the reminder here is for you to use more power and less force. Effortless manifestation means you are using power and not force. And in other words, you are letting everything be divinely orchestrated. And when I say divine, is really about the divine in you, and we will be covering exactly how you are connecting to the divine in you and you start flowing with it through your manifestations. The second reminder is that you can't lead from behind. In other words, if you want to lead the energy of your manifestation, you need to be in the energy of your manifestation. You need to be in the vortex of creation. You need to be a match for the frequency of miracles are happening. Magic is happening. Magic is happening right now. This is the energy of the source that creates the magic, creates the coincidences, the synchronicities, that divine orchestration that ultimately brings to you what you desire in the most mind-blowing ways. And in order for you to be in this energy, you need to go back to the true self, the source energy in you. And the true self in you is playful, is at peace, is calm, is creative, is worthy, is clear-minded, is vital, is healthy, is full of aliveness and eager for everything life. So in order for us to be able to let the divine in us take over, we need to reset to the divine in us. We need to start playing with these frequencies of peace, calm within ourselves, worthy, clear-minded, playful, having fun. This is the source energy. You'll see that the most spiritual people, the most elevated people are the funniest people. They are cracking jokes all the time. They are playful. They have a kind of almost childish innocence in them that they are preserving. They are looking always for ways of being playful, of enjoying the moment, enjoying the journey, enjoying the now. So this is your invitation to look for these pockets of time throughout the day, or create those pockets of time throughout the day where you remind yourself, how can I bring more joy? How can I prioritize more joy, more playfulness, more easefulness in the way I feel, in the way I practice this frequency in my body, and choose the things that give you joy and do them while intentionally enjoying them. The third reminder is that you have no control. You have no control whatsoever over the how of your manifestations. You can lead the energy of your manifestations, but you can't control the way your manifestations are unfolding. Neville Goddard is saying that the more you try to force, the more you try to control your manifestations, the more you get the opposite of what you want. So this is your reminder that the effortless approach to manifestation is always the best. It will be the best in the way you feel inside yourself. It will be the best in the fulfillment that it brings to you. It will be the best in giving you what you actually want from your manifestations. So this is your reminder to let go of control, let go of trying to control your circumstances, let go of trying to control other people, let go of the way you are trying to control yourself. The only thing you have control over is your attention, your focus. And I'm gonna share with you exactly how to use your focus for the most effortless manifestation ever. So guys, let's get into the 3 keys to effortless manifestation. And I want you to know that all these keys are really about who you are when you are navigating the void. And the void is the time lag between where you are today and the moment of you receiving your desires. That is the void. It feels like nothing is happening. It feels like nothing is moving. And who we are inside this void while crossing this void is determining the effortlessness or the hardness of our manifestations. And I want to give you the keys so that you tune into effortlessness. So the first key is to live in the fulfillment and not in the waiting of your manifestation. And in order to understand this better, you have to understand the 2 different ways of waiting while you are waiting. The first waiting is the impatient waiting, the frustrating waiting, when you don't really want to be waiting, so it feels frustrating when you have to be waiting. Is the waiting of the kid that is being told that only once they do their homework they will be able to go and play. So the kid is starting to burn through the homework in order to finally get to the playing time. So most of the times they will make a mess out of anything homework just because they want to skip everything and get to what they actually want and enjoy. This waiting, the impatient waiting, always feels messy, feels frustrating, and feels excruciatingly long. Now, there is another approach to being in this void. You rest into the knowing that what you want is already done, is already yours, and it's on its way to you. So instead of waiting, you are just resting. You are just enjoying the journey, enjoying being here now, enjoying the certainty that what you want is already done and is yours, enjoying the feeling of already having it while also being at peace with where you are right now. And this is a frequency that is free of scarcity, frequency that is a match to your desire. And hear me out, I know that it is quite difficult sometimes to get there, especially when there is a kind of doubt or fear around your manifestation. But this is your reminder also to go throughout the day, and every time you notice that there is fear that is creeping in, there is doubt that is creeping in, refresh your mind. The way we refresh a window in our browser, that's how we refresh our mind and remind ourselves, it's already done, it's already mine, it's already coming, it's finding me, it's on its way to me. So it's about practicing going back and pivoting back always to the certainty of it's mine and I'm staying in the fulfillment of it instead of in the waiting of it. Now the second key here is to let go of the overdoing. And this simply means do what you know that you need to be doing in order to, take the human action for your manifestation, but then let that action be enough. Let it be enough. Let go of any tendency to push more, to add more. Anything that comes from the energy of maybe I should, anything that comes from fear that is not enough, anything that comes from the pressure that maybe something else is needed, is overdoing. And you remember what Goddard was saying, making force is giving you the opposite of the results that you want. So any overdoing overdoes it. So the reminder here is, do the work that you know that you need to be doing, and then let it be enough. Play with these reminders. Is this enough? This is working. I'm letting it work. It's working right now, and my manifestation is on its way to me. It's happening right now, and this is working. This is enough, and it's working now. The third key, and this is like the secret sauce, this is essential, is to learn how to create evidence. Learn how to create evidence for yourself that your manifestation is already working. And hear me out, our old beliefs are so strong because we found proof that they are true. Now, as we want to imprint in our subconscious, in our energetic field, our new reality paradigm where things are happening for us effortlessly, we need to find proof that that is true. And the way we find proof is by actually creating our own evidence. Hear me out. Is not necessarily about finding, it's about creating the evidence that your manifestation is effortless, your manifestation is happening now. And the way we create evidence for the new paradigm of easefulness and flow when it comes to our manifestations, the way we live in our Delulu land, is in two ways. The first way of creating evidence for ourselves is by taking small positive facts as signs. Hyperbolize small positive facts by giving them a big meaning and making them signs that your manifestation is happening, and is on its way to you now. Let me give you an example. Let's say that someone is asking about your programs. You can take that as your sign that sales, new sales, more sales are on their way to you now. Let's say that one of your reels or your videos are getting more views than usual. You can take that as your sign that your audience is about to explode. Or maybe a random person, a random guy smiled to you during the day. Make that be your sign that love is on its way to you. Maybe you have a moment where you feel good inside your body. Make that be your sign that you are healed and you are stepping into optimal health. So you see what I'm doing? I'm taking facts that already exist in the reality, but then I'm blowing up their meaning instead of dismissing them like, yeah, I had more views, but this is not really that special. Yeah, I found this coin, but it's just a coin. Or, yeah, I had an inquiry, but yeah, it doesn't mean really anything. Instead of discounting the power of the positive things that are happening in your life, in your business right now, I want you to actually notice these positive things and give them a bigger meaning. Make them your signs. This is how we create our Delulu land that actually wires in a new paradigm. The second way of creating evidence that our manifestations are working is a little bit more advanced, but is extraordinarily powerful. And it's about seeing the negative events that are happening in our life that could be looking like the opposite of what we want to receive, what we want to experience, taking those events and flipping them into a positive meaning, into signs that actually our manifestation is working, signs that actually what we want is on its way to us now. And I will give you examples. Let's say that you want more sales, and instead of more sales you receive a no. Someone is telling you, no, I can't afford, or no, I'm not gonna join your program. I want you to make those no's be your sign that for each no there are two more aligned clients that are coming into your world right now. Let's say that you want more money, but instead of manifesting more money, you have a big bill that is hitting out of nowhere. I want you to take that as your sign that your financial reality is being exploded in order to be rearranged, and you are on your way to your next level money reality. Or let's say that you have this 9 to 5 job, but actually you want to focus on your business and you are being fired out of nowhere from your 9 to 5. I want you to be able to pivot internally and say, oh my God, thanks God that happened. This is the sign that the universe is supporting me. This is the sign that I'm being supported. Visible, invisible forces are carrying me to my next level success, and my business is about to blow. So you see, it's really about leaning into the inner power, staying power, the personal power inside ourselves, and be able to see beyond the visible, be able to see into the divine orchestration, as we were saying, that is making our manifestation happen. Effortless manifestation is always divinely orchestrated, and the way things are happening when they are divinely orchestrated never have logic. So this means that what logically feels like it's the opposite of what we want is actually most of the times exactly the thing that is the stepping stone helping us get to the next level of receiving what we want. And I'm gonna give you an example here from my own story, my own experience. In the second year of starting my business, I had a period of several weeks where I felt like I was going crazy because I was doing all these free calls, clarity calls, and people were not showing up. I was simply being ghosted. And this was so frustrating. And I had like 1, 2, 5, 10. After 12 no shows, I was absolutely devastated. I was doing everything in my capacity in order to control this from not happening anymore. Better application form, I did better ways of structuring my system and filtering the people who were actually booking the calls with me. Nothing from what I was doing was actually preventing me from having yet one experience of no show. And I remember that I went and I had this conversation with my mentor at the time, and she told me it's an experience that keeps repeating itself because you are giving it a meaning that is not helping you. Change the meaning. So that's when I started playing with this negative thing that is happening right now. Actually is the sign that the positive thing, my manifestation, is on its way to me. So in that particular case, I decided, you know what? Each no-show is a sign that this dry spell period is coming to the end and I'm getting past it. So almost every time I was getting another no-show, instead of feeling that I was frustrated by it, I was feeling excited that it was bringing my dry spell to the end. I swear to you, it was not long. Like, it was only very few more no-shows. And after that, suddenly, without changing anything in my forms, without changing anything in my structures, my strategy, my approach, nothing else except the way I looked at the situation. After those last few no-shows, people started showing up, and I've never had one single person to miss their call. I've never ever had again a no-show in my entire life. In other words, create your own experience by pivoting internally and flipping even the negative experiences into this is exactly the sign that what I want is on its way to me, and I'm manifesting right now, and it's gonna find me, and it's happening right now, and magic is happening right now, and oh my God, I am so excited. So guys, these are the 3 big keys to effortless manifestation. If you enjoy this, give it a like in order to help me help the algorithm to show this video to more people, and let me know in the comments if you will be using these techniques. And if you are vibing with these kind of conversations, hit the subscribe button and the bell button in order for you to get notified when I post a new video that might interest you. Lastly, I'm recommending you to watch next this video here on how to manifest even when you doubt by using the backwards law.